and welcome to Talking Football Monday edition, and today we will dedicate the show to La Liga with the Big Three winning their games, and we will also take a look at the events of the African Cup of Nations in Equatorial Guinea. With me here to do it are football analyst Amit Leventhal and Michael Friedman, who takes a look at the global press. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice in the afternoon. Leo Messi scored a hat-trick in the evening. And Fernando Torres may have been quiet last night, but he made a lot of noise in the Cup in midweek. All that and much more coming up right now. We begin with Real Madrid that took a hit in midweek. They don't like to lose titles, especially ones that they won last year. And it's never nice to lose to your city rivals. On the other hand, everybody knows it's the Spanish League and the Champions League they really care about. And Amit, they're on a good track. They beat Getafe 3-0. And even more important, Ronaldo scored, Bale scored. Everyone seems to be getting along. That's what's really important there.
Yes, we talk about the BBC. Benzema, who had a great assist for the first goal, and and Bale and Cristiano. And
I'm going to adopt that BBC thing. I like it.
It's they like it in Spain. And Real, they look always very good, and they dominate the games against the lower teams. They have big tests ahead of them. Sevilla and Atletico Madrid coming in the next few weeks, so they have big tests. And after we saw them against Atletico, there are a few question marks.
And yes, Atletico, we've seen them. It's true, they beat Getafe. But a team with a more solid defense like Atletico is a big problem for them. Even Getafe gave them a lot of trouble in the first half.
Real, yes, because I think, it was the game played very early at noon, so you saw that they are maybe tired, maybe it took them time to wake up. But, after the first goal, it was game over, and no doubt who the better team is. It's not the same league actually, Getafe and Real Madrid, but you have to remember that this Getafe side have taken points out of the other big two, so it's positive signs for Real, who is the champions of the winter actually.
Yep. So Real Madrid beating Getafe 3-0, and on to Barcelona. And ever since the whole Messi-Enrique dispute, they have been playing great. Last night they won 4-0 in La Coruña. Messi scored a hat-trick. And Amit, in the last 4 games, since this conflict came to public, they had 4 victories, 16-1. That is their goal difference. Maybe you need a conflict like this to raise the team.
Well, yes, there are few great coaches that, said that they initiate such conflicts in their teams, to get everyone pumped up and focused, and, when things matter really. And they saw Real Madrid playing this amazing consecutive run of 22 wins. And they knew they had to, to respond, because if they lose more points, they'll be in trouble. So we see Messi, but you must say that Messi is, however, he is great, but Luis Suarez and Neymar, they're a little bit in the shadows when he's on top. So, Messi is amazing, and but I think in the big games against big rivals in the Champions League and Real Madrid, they must have all the big three and the others.
Absolutely. And Michael, last week all the headlines were that Messi, will he leave to Chelsea, does not get along with Luis Enrique. Now all the headlines look completely different. That's what happens when you score a hat-trick again.
Yes, once again, him scoring a hat-trick. The headlines was Lionel Messi scores 22nd hat-trick as Barcelona thrash Deportivo. As Barcelona closes the gap behind the leaders, he's seen as the player to really motivate the team and keep them on board. The comparisons one week after the next with Ronaldo and him, but he's not far behind the World Player of the Year. But another player, Luis Suarez, was seen in the press saying that he was showing a little sluggish and missing opportunities. Ultimately, while the club has been having issues, they're saying that the big picture is the team is coming together well. And Rakitic said Barcelona is one big happy family. So they seem to be proving everyone that they can be together.
And we have seen Neymar and Suarez running to hug Messi as soon as he scores. That is obviously a very big thing. And on to the third title contender, Atletico Madrid is still fighting its way to stay closer to the other two powerhouses. They beat Granada 2-0 at home, and they may not be as good, as impressive as Real Madrid and Barcelona, not the big names, but they have what it takes to stay there. We're seeing it again and again.
Well, they are the champions. They have just beaten Real Madrid, in an emphatic way. It was no contest really, and you will have to admire them. And it becomes boring to say, but this team is really, there's no eye in team, and every player who comes in and plays his part does it perfectly. And the biggest star of this team is undoubtedly Diego Simeone. You see their determination. They always know to get to these, to the headers. They call them in Spain Atlético Aviación because they have because they are, breaking all the records for scoring goals with heads and from set pieces. So they are doing a professional job, and they're doing great.
And Michael, Fernando Torres may have not scored last night, but everybody still speaks about that great performance of his at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid on the biggest stage. That's where he proved how big he is.
Torres is the big name right now. Marcus headlines read, Torres is one of the best strikers in the world. So a player who's kind of had seen his ups and downs, he made a great move coming back to Atletico Madrid. The forward is feeling the love from his beloved team, and its spectacular performances are really something to motivate the team. And Diego Simeone is absolutely in love with his star striker. He says that he's an important player, and the fact that he came back, it's really good for them. And this could not be any better start for Fernando Torres than the way he began 2015.
Absolutely. Ask the fans, what do you want from Fernando Torres? 2 goals at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid. Have them knocked out of the cup. That's what they want. Now, in other results from the Spanish League, Valencia had to fight their way to victory. It wasn't easy against bottom side Almeria. Israeli striker Tomer Hemed scored twice for the visitors, but Alvaro Negredo scored the winner for the home team just 7 minutes from time. Seville preserved their spot among the top 5 after beating Malaga 2-0 at home, and Villarreal got the 3 points after their win at home over Athletic Bilbao. 19 games down, 19 to go. This is what the top looks like at the half mark. Real Madrid are first with 45 points and with a game in hand. Barcelona are second with 44, followed by Atletico Madrid with 41. Seville are fourth with 39 points, also with a game in hand, and Valencia with 38 close the top 5 list. The main reason Real Madrid is still at the top is obviously Cristiano Ronaldo. Many of us have the tendency to look at him as no more than an arrogant and selfish player, but we should not forget, there is a reason why he just won his second successive Ballon d'Or. It's not only his outstanding football skills, but also his remarkable physique, which have made him a megastar far beyond the world of sports. Liz Barnbaum and Michael Friedman with a story.
He has just won the Ballon d'Or for the 3rd time in his career. Cristiano Ronaldo will be 30 years old next month and beat his competitors Leo Messi and Manuel Neuer. Netting goals everywhere it counts, the Portuguese star is a prolific scorer. A fierce competitor with exceptional all-around qualities, he's a complete athlete.
It's a challenge to push yourself, to prove to everyone else and aim to prove it to yourself. I won everything, I'm fine with my life, nothing bothers me. I will work hard and continue. You have to be ambitious.
A scoring machine in 2011, Ronaldo even managed to beat Spanish athletics running champion Ángel David Rodriguez. The football star has always chosen a healthy lifestyle.
We are very proud to have him as a player because he is an example of what an athlete and a professional should do for the younger generations. He trains like a young footballer who wants to be successful, which is admirable.
His anatomy is perfect. A stellar 109 centimeter chest, 61.7 centimeter thighs, and very powerful calves. He has the legs of a sprinter, the physique of a middle distance runner, and thighs of a high jumper. When Ronaldo rises into the air, he gets 78 centimeters above the ground. A performance that exceeds that of NBA players. And Cristiano is aware that this year belonged to him.
The beginning, when they mentioned the name, the heart started to beat fast and adrenaline. It's a hard moment, to be honest, but I think I deserve.
He is even capable of scoring when he's blindsided. He anticipates the ball trajectory by moving his body precisely in space, and he wants more glory in the future.
aquilo que foi em 2014.
For 2015, it will be important to win tournaments and titles, and for me to maintain my goals, assists, and stay competitive. Every year, new challenges come up, and I hope 2015 is a year of new emotions.
É uma alegria.
A footballer in a class of his own who has not finished impressing us. He again showed what he is capable of by scoring a double in Real's 3-0 win against Getafe. After the 18th league match, he already registered a whopping 28 goals.
Amit, we're looking at Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think ever since David Beckham, we didn't have such a star who's now far more than just a football star, much more than that.
Yeah, of course, he has his underwear and all the fashion issues. And his image, his brand is worth tons of millions. I don't know exactly the number, but about Cristiano, growing through the youth academy of Sporting Lisbon, there were two guys, Cristiano Ronaldo and Ricardo Quaresma, who, they thought Quaresma was the more talented guy, but look how hard work can, can bear fruits. What Ronaldo, pure work, in the gym and in the training pitch, and look where he got and where Quaresma got in their careers.
Absolutely. Very nice to see. And, we should remember that Cristiano Ronaldo is not just an arrogant and a selfish player. There's far more hardworking, and we see the results.
I think the La Liga also in assists, not only the top scorer. So it tells a lot.
Absolutely. That's about Cristiano Ronaldo. And next to our next item, the African Cup of Nations. Day 3 of the competition is now underway with the action in Group C. Some have already called this the Group of Death. Israeli manager Avram Grant leads Ghana to face Senegal. He will have to deal with that one of his leading stars, Asamoah Gyan, who was hospitalized with malaria symptoms. Later on, Algeria, who made it to the second round of the World Cup last summer, will face South Africa. Group D will begin tomorrow with the Ivory Coast taking on Guinea, followed by the match between Mali and Cameroon. Amit, some interesting questions. First, how did Avram Grant end up coming to Ghana? And what will the Algerian players do when they face him in the group stage? Are they going to shake his hands? That's a big issue.
I think yes, because, he's, as the coach of Ghana, he's not an ambassador, he's not an official member of Israelis. So the fact that he is, Israeli is an international coach, and, he would be measured as that, his Israeliness we tend, to give it more emphasis than others. I think, how he got there. Ghana is, they looked for a coach. They had a terrible World Cup, not only on the pitch, more off the pitch. There were lots of money involved that the players didn't, they almost got on strike, and they, spended them on having fun. And the nation, the people of Ghana, they are furious, and they wanted to start a new page. And they wanted Avram Grant because of his impression he made. He's a very, very charming guy, and he knows a lot about football. He knows
the football. The manager of Chelsea. He took Chelsea to the Champions League final. And let's give him that.
Exactly, and there were, I think, about 30 candidates in the beginning for this job. But in his when he had his talks with the Ghanaian FA, they took him very seriously. They saw a guy who really, really would like to succeed and look determined and look with a lot of knowledge about the Ghana football, and they liked it a lot.
And one other question about this competition. Are we going to talk about football at the end, or the legacy will be everything that happened before, Morocco not hosting, passing to Equatorial Guinea, with the Ebola crisis behind? What will be the legacy?
No, it's always the same. There are many problems because they had only a month and a half, the Equatorial Guinea, to prepare. So there are problems, and then you hear that there are not enough rooms in the hotels. There is no water in taps, and there is no food even for the players. And suddenly in the middle of the press conference, the lights go off. So many things occur, but the bottom line of these big tournaments, you always remember, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same in Brazil. We had a lot of discussion what will be, and South Africa. In the end, the football speaks more than anything.
Michael, what is the press thinking? Is the football going to be the emphasis at the end of the day?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's great coaches. They're looking at just like the Telegraph headline said, Chelsea's former manager, Avram Grant, has his work cut out. So they're looking at the football side of it. And the press is talking about the absolute challenge that the Israeli will have after inheriting, a side that did really struggle in the last World Cup. And they also are missing could possibly miss out with Asamoah Gyan if he doesn't get healthy in time, which is no secret to the manager. If he's not there, it will be a much harder road for him. But Grant's looking forward to the challenge and looks at this as a great opportunity for the African nation to come together.
Absolutely.
Though Ghana haven't won the tournament since the 80s, 82.
Always a big
they're
candidate.
always a big candidate. The last 4 tournaments, they got to the semifinal, so big pressure on the ground.
Absolutely. Michael Friedman, Amit Leventhal, thank you for joining us. You'll be here with us again tomorrow when we speak of England and France. And that's it for us today. Join us again for the Tuesday edition of Talking Football tomorrow. Till then, have a great day. Thank you very much.